ॐ विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी नीतिनामिने विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी नीतिनामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यादेशतारिणे नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यादेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम जय कृष्ण बलराम जय कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम जय कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम जय कृष्ण बलराम जय सीताराम जय सीताराम सीताराम जय सीताराम 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः नमः ओं विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी नीतिनामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे हरे कृष्णा. So today is a great celebration of victory over evil. Every year this is celebrated all over the country. this country, India, Bharat Desha, is a blessed land where different incarnations of the Lord have appeared and performed wonderful pastimes. And these pastimes are remembered year after year, and the message is also remembered, so that the society, the people become better persons, bringing more harmony, peace, happiness in the life of everyone. Srila Prabhupada, our founder Acharya, Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, he took this understanding of Ishavashyamidam Sarvam, that everything belongs to God. And who is that God? All these things that are revealed in our scriptures, Srila Prabhupada distributed all over the world, not only to the people of this country. Even though we celebrate so many festivals in this country, to understand the philosophical significance, to understand the significance that has for each one of us in our lives, we need an Acharya to explain this, to reveal these things. So it is Acharyas like Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada who actually have kept this understanding alive, along with this kind of cultural celebration, the spiritual significance behind that, historical significance, Puranic significance of each of those Leelas of the Lord is actually revealed by the Acharyas, and therefore we should hear from them the philosophical significance. Srila Prabhupada explained what is really evil and what is good. Srila Prabhupada starts explaining first that we are all part and parcel of God, and God is a complete person from whom everything has emanated. In the Bhagavad Gita also Krishna says there is para prakriti and apara prakriti in this world. Para prakriti is the living entities, and apara prakriti is the material energy. And the material energy is earth, water, fire, air, ether, bhumi, rapo, nala, vayu, kham, mano, buddhi, revacha, ahankaram itiyam me bhinna prakriti asthadaha. The 8 elements, they are all, Krishna says it's my energy. God says it is my energy. And then he says there is a para prakriti, that the living entities, the soul in this body, that is also my energy, he says. Both are his energies. He is the proprietor of everything in existence. Just like we as small living entities, we feel proprietorship over this body, we feel proprietorship over so many things, our buildings, our houses, our land, our other living entities, my wife, my children, so many, they feel a sense of relationship, proprietorship over so many things in this world. This sense of proprietorship is nothing strange, even for God, because it is there in God, it is there in us. God is that person, that complete person from whom everything emanates. Aham sarvasya prabhavo mata sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvitaha. Aham sarvasya prabhavo. What is the understanding of God? God is one from whom everything has emanated. And in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, what is it, this emanation? These material separated energies and my living entities who are struggling within this material energy, they are all mine. So, in Ishopanishad it is taught that one should only take what is his due, the quota that is given to him. Tena tektvena bhunjata. Whatever is his, he should take. So when everything belongs to someone, some God, what he has given to each one of us, if we stick to possessing or enjoying that particular thing which is given to each one of us, and enjoying and relating with it in a manner in which the Lord has asked us to enjoy. After having created this material world, the Lord has prescribed, or there are laws of nature according to which we have to use the material. Just like if you take a rented house, the owner of the rented house, he will say, look, these are the conditions. You can stay in a house and in my house and you can pay rent and you can do these many things. Please don't break this wall, that wall, all those things not allowed. So in the same way, it is such common sense that we all know that nothing belongs to us. Nothing. The very fact that this body you have taken at some point of time, every one of us, this body we have to leave behind at some point of time. And same thing with bodily possessions. It comes and goes, which simply means it's not ours. Like rented items we use. You rent a car and use. In the same way we rent a body and we use. And there are certain conditions of use. So, recognizing the God is the supreme proprietor of everything, including my body, including myself, and leading our life in obedience with the laws of God, the supreme proprietor, that is called good. And contrary to that, everything is evil. In sum and substance, what is evil? Evil means you don't recognize who is the owner and claim you are the owner. This is ignorance, and that is evil. So Srila Prabhupada says, everybody in this material world who does not recognize that everything belongs to God is a small or a bigger thief. And Ravana was not a small thief, he was a big thief. Why is he considered to be a big thief? Because he tried to steal the Lord's personal pleasure potency, that is Sita Devi herself, he tried to steal. This material world, even now, anybody who does not recognize, full of thieves. Small thieves. But today is a celebration of killing, burning the effigy of Ravana, who is symbol of the big thief. Prabhupada does not spare anybody. And it is not his idea, it is all in the Bhagavad Gita. Dushkritina, miscreant. There are miscreant living entities. Nama Dushkritina, Mudha, foolish, miscreants are there. They don't surrender to him. Prapadyante, Naradhama, lowest of human beings. It's all the air, and the society is full of all kinds of people. Living entities, they become Naradhama. Adhama, lowest of Nara. So, Krishna says that they will also, because the Lord is always, it's not that the Lord is created it and left the world out of control. He has given us freedom. But according to the misuse of freedom, we also get the reactions from the laws of nature. So many calamities happen in this world. Adhyatmik, Adibhautik, Adidhaivik kleshas. Individually one's own different kinds of diseases, different kinds of calamities, earthquake, tsunami, so many different kinds of natural calamities. These are all reactions for breaking the laws of nature or for stealing things what is not your quota. The entire humanity can be peaceful and happy if man stops his greed, and it's not that he should not enjoy. We are all persons. God is a person, we are persons. We also have indriyas, we have mind, we have intelligence. Why? Because God has all these parts and inseparable part and parcel of a personality. He has God. His intelligence enjoys knowledge, infinite knowledge. His mind enjoys infinite love of all living entities. His senses, his enjoys, is infinitely beautiful, most enjoyable for the eyes. God is the most beautiful. God is the richest. God is the most famous. All these things are described in the scriptures, the nature of God. And God is a person. And He is not a stranger to us. He is seated in everybody's heart. He is in our own heart. He is the one who maintains us, the one who devours us, and the one who develops us. He is the one. Every living entity, even an animal, even an ant, everybody is maintained and devoured and developed by Him. So this festival signifies what is a consequence of trying to steal the property of the Lord. In a small way, in a big way. In a small way, we get small reactions. Sinful activities bring karma, bad karma. And in a big way, anybody who is trying to steal Sita will also face the consequence what Ravana faced. He will be killed. He will be destroyed by the Lord. So the Lord is not, though after having created this world, is not a silent spectator. He is very much there. If there is no God consciousness, then there will be calamities. Today so many nations have created nuclear weapons. And if there is no spiritual maturity, if there is no proper understanding of the Shastra that everything belongs to the Lord, then nuclear energy is also used for good things nowadays. Nuclear energy. So the very same thing, if there is no spiritual intelligence, how to handle this nuclear energy, we will just destroy each other. In few minutes, the entire world will be in big chaos. That kind of nuclear weapons are there. So it is our duty to actually increase the awareness of Krishna, God, Lord Rama, and his internal potency, Krishna and Radharani, Lord Ramachandra and Sita Devi, Lakshmi and Narayana. They always come together, Shakti and Shaktiman and Shakti. By worshipping them, by recognizing their proprietorship over everything, man should live a life of contentment and gratitude. Contentment with what God has given him and gratitude for what the Lord has given him. These two items are extremely important for a civilized human being. One who does not recognize the proprietorship of God even over the food that you eat every day. Therefore, we should offer the food to the Lord and take as a prasadam. In the same way, everything Just like a person who is living in a rented house, he understands this is not my house. Similarly, a human being says this body is a rented car, it's not mine. There are certain rules and regulations I have to follow. Who will tell us the rules and regulations? The Acharyas will tell us. So therefore we have to hear from the Acharyas. We hear from Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada told the whole world. He revealed this laws of nature to the whole world. What are the laws of dharma? What you should do, what you should not do. What you should aim for, what you should not aim for. What you should desire, what you should not desire for. What is your property, how to understand what is God given and what you greed for, which is not actually given to you. So there is a great lesson in these festivals. So on these occasions, we should contemplate on these satya, on these truths about self, about humanity, and the relationship of these with God Himself. So today we are celebrating this and giving pleasure to Lord Ramachandra. They will be witnessing the Ravana Dahana, and we are also very fortunate, all those who are assembled here, to witness this great festival in the presence of Lord Ramachandra. Krishna and Balarama are decorated as Rama and Lakshmana. So in the Pallanki we will be taking them. So you are all participating in a festival along with Lord Ramachandra. And after that, let us all again remember and enjoy victory of good over evil and take prasadam. Just like after a great victory, you will take prasadam, you have a feast. So in the same way, today we shall, after that, we'll have prasadam, kirtan, all these things in glorification of the Lord. So year after year, it is a great pleasure for the people of Mysore. It's a very rare festival within ISKCON. This is the only temple where we are doing this, and it is a opportunity for all of us to feel this great principle operating, and Lord will definitely be satisfied with everyone who are here, who are sincerely wanting to feel that victory over evil. And on this day we should take home a lesson that let me also, if I have any Ravana mentality in me, let me destroy it. As the effigy burns, if you have any bad habit which is against the Shastra, you please look at the Ravana Dahana and you look at it and see your inner part which is evil burning like that and destroying. No doubt Srila Prabhupada has given us the biggest fire to burn this Ravana mentality. The biggest firework to burn this Ravana mentality. What is that? You all know. I don't have to tell. What is that? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This cracker of Hare Krishna Mahamantra, if you chant and if you hear every day, you will see our heart will be cleansed of Ravana mentality, and this Ravana mentality is what destroys our peace of mind, our happiness, everything which is very constitutional for us. If Ravana mentality is replaced by Rama Bhakti, Krishna Bhakti is replaced by that, then we will experience what is true joy, true happiness, and harmony in the society. Can feel what is our constitutional happiness. So man is wanting doing so many things for peace of mind, But this is a way for peace of mind, is to chant in this Kali Yuga, Harer Nama, Eva Kevalam, Kalo Nastyeva, Gatiranyata, is to chant this holy name of the Lord, hear the Hare Krishna Mahamantra every day, make it a regulation, not whenever you want, at least 108 times. Those who have not started chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, at least every day you please chant 108 times. You can take a mala from there, you can purchase a mala from there. Our devotees will teach you how to chant this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. It is the most powerful weapon that you can have to bring peace and happiness in your life, by simply spending 15 minutes a day in chanting this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. This Hare Krishna Mahamantra is a food for the soul. The body, you are feeding every day, you are feeding your body. But what are you feeding your soul? Just like in a car and a driver, you are keeping the car nicely cleaned, everything. You are putting petrol, oil, water, everything that it requires, you are giving to the car. But let us say you don't feed the driver at all. Driver is starving. This is our situation today. This body is a car. Everybody, it's all temporary, it's a car. And the real person, real you, who are you? You are seated in this car. You are the Dehi and this is a Deha. You are traveling in this car. Your life is a journey from birth to death in this car. So, how to feed the soul? What is the food for the soul? The food for the body, you have to go outside, purchase so many raw materials, cook it, and then you have to eat. So much work you have to do. But Srila Prabhupada told us there is a food which is ready-made, don't have to pay anything, no cooking required. Any time you can make that food available and eat it. And then your soul will get fed. What is that? That food is in the Shabda Rupa. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. What is it in the form of? Shabda. Just like the other food, so many different types you put through the mouth. Shabda, how do you take inside the body? Through the ears. And through the ears, anything has to go inside means you have to be attentive. Is it not? Now all of you are listening to what I am speaking. The sound is falling on your ears and you are attentive to it. Your mind is attentive. Your mind is attentive to the sound. And that is a way to eat sound. How do you eat sound? By giving attention to the sound. So when you hear attentively the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, you chant with your tongue and in an audible way, that is called japa. You hear that and then keep your attention on the sound. Now so many sounds are there, but still you are only hearing what I am saying. Many sounds are falling on your eardrum. The generator sound is falling on your eardrum. Now I told you, so now your attention is there. Otherwise it was not in your attention. So in the same way, the sound, any sound you give attention, it goes inside. You don't give attention, it remains here. So the Hare Krishna Mahamantra you chant and food has to go inside. It goes inside and touches the soul. And it feeds the soul. Just like when you feed your body, what do you feel? You will feel Sharira Shakti. You will feel Buddhi Shakti, Sharira Buddhi, all these things. Brain will develop, isn't not? It is only common sense. If you feed your soul, what will happen? Soul will develop. Atma Jnana will develop. Atma Shanti. Atma Shakti you will get. Spiritual Shakti. Today the driver has no strength. Little disturbance he gets panic. He will intoxicate. He has no tolerance. No tapasya Shakti. Nothing. Human being is become like that in Kali Yuga. You want to become a man of character, you want to become a person of character, you need spiritual Shakti, Atma Shakti you need. Atma Shakti you will get only if you feed your Atma. You can feed your Atma only if you know what is the food for the Atma and how it is to be administered. And that this food for the Atma is the Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. The names of God you chant and you hear, you will see immediate benefit. Day after day you will see. 100% guarantee. That is the power of the Hare Krishna movement. That's what Hare Krishna movement is all over the world is. Why people from America, from Africa, from Australia, everywhere, why they are shaved up their head and surrendered to Krishna and chanting Hare Krishna? Why they are enjoying that great inner Atma Shanti and Atma Sukha? Why they are enjoying? Because they have fed their soul with Hare Krishna Mahamantra, the most powerful medicine. So anyone who associates with ISKCON, take this message of, that is why we call ourselves as Hare Krishna. Prabhupada called as Hare Krishna movement. It's a Hare Krishna movement. The core of the Hare Krishna movement is Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And as you associate more with the devotees in the temple, you learn the nuances of how actually to feed, how to chant properly and so many things. And your entire life will transform. You can be in what situation you are. That is the advantage. You can be as a businessman, you can be a housewife, you can do your work, you be in your business, whatever it is, that need not change. Simply add this to the life, the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. The whole day, if you start your day with chanting 108 times, the whole day Lord Krishna will be with you, just like Krishna was with Arjuna throughout the battlefield in the battle of Kurukshetra. Life is a battle. Every day is a battle, is it not? Except for kids. For every adult, life is a battle. Day-to-day battle. Do you want to fight the battle alone or you want to fight the battle with Lord Krishna? Please tell loudly. Do you want to fight alone the battle of life or do you want to fight the battle with Krishna as your companion like Arjuna? Thank you. And that way of keeping Krishna with you is very simple. Simply move your tongue anywhere, walking, talking, sitting somewhere, waiting somewhere. But those are all extra. But early morning, get up and respect and honor the holy name by chanting 108 times Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And every other time, he is easily available. Move your tongue. Lord's presence is there and you are protected. And he will be with you in your sukha and dukkha. Everything he will be with you as your companion, and your life, battle of life, the war of life will be successful, just like Arjuna was successful. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.